There's a moment most people never talk about, the moment. Right before you finally let something go. Not the relief after, the white-knuckled second before, where you're still gripping something that's already broken your hand, and some part of you still doesn't want to open your fist. That's where a lot of us live longer than we should. Maybe it's a relationship that ended, and you keep replaying what you should have said. Maybe it's a version of your future that didn't happen the way you planned. Maybe it's a grudge against someone who hurt you, and you've told yourself that holding on to the anger is somehow protecting you. Or maybe it's control, the constant need to manage every outcome. Because letting go feels like free falling with no idea where you'll land. Here's the truth underneath all of it. What you won't let go of, you can't be free from. Scripture doesn't tell us to let go because holding on is emotionally messy. It tells us to let go because holding on keeps us tethered to something God already wants to replace with something better. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. Notice the word cast, not manage it, not carry it a little lighter. Cast it, like throwing something away from you entirely into someone else's hands. That's not weakness. That's the only way anything actually changes. Think about Peter's own life for a second. Before he ever became someone who could write those words, he had to let go of his own plans more than once. He let go of his nets to follow Jesus in the first place. He let go of his pride when Jesus washed his feet. And after his 3 denials, he had to let go of the shame that could have kept him hiding for the rest of his life. The same shame that could have convinced him he wasn't qualified to be used again. If Peter had kept gripping that guilt, he never becomes the man who preaches at Pentecost. If he keeps gripping his own understanding of what the Messiah was supposed to look like, he never fully surrenders to who Jesus actually was. Letting go isn't about pretending the pain wasn't real. It's not about acting like the loss didn't matter, or the betrayal didn't happen, or the mistake never occurred. Letting go is deciding that your open hands, empty and shaking, are still a better place to be than closed fists wrapped tightly around something that's already gone. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12 verse 2. You cannot be transformed while you're still gripping the old thing. Renewal requires open hands. God doesn't force anything out of your grip. He waits for you to release it, because He respects the fact that your hands are yours to open or close. Here's what makes this hard. Letting go often feels like losing twice. First, you lose the thing itself, the relationship, the plan, the person, the outcome. Then you have to lose the fantasy of what it could have been if you just held on a little longer. That second loss is usually the harder one, but holding on to a fantasy doesn't bring it back to life. It just keeps you from being fully present for what's actually in front of you now. Think about what you're really protecting when you refuse to let go. Most of the time, it isn't the person or the outcome anymore. It's the idea that letting go means the pain was for nothing. But it wasn't for nothing. It shaped you. It's just not meant to be carried forever. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Your own understanding will always want to hold on a little longer, just to be sure, just to have some control over how the story ends. But trust means releasing the ending to someone whose plans have never once failed. So if you're gripping something today, a person, a mistake, a version of your life that didn't happen, this is your invitation to open your hands. Not because it won't hurt, it will, but because on the other side of that release is room for something God has been waiting to place there. And He can't fill hands that are still closed. Let it go. Not because it didn't matter, because it's time to trust the one who's holding what comes next.